It's Vlogmas day 3, and I've already run out of content ideas. That didn't take long at all, did it? Hey friends, welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Becca, and in today's video, I'm just going to talk to you about life. And then I'll open the Advent calendar from Missouri Star and Cotton Cuts, and then we'll put a nice little bow on it, and I will see you guys right back here tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, live on YouTube, where we work on some Charm Pack placemats. So, garage updates. Let's start with that. Spoiler alert, I don't have one for you. So the garage crew wasn't actually scheduled to work today because the electrician was supposed to come out and do some stuff out there, but something happened and the electrician wasn't able to make it. I don't know what it is. I'm sure I will know sometime later this evening, but as of the recording of this video, I have no clue why the electrician wasn't here. I do know that he's supposed to be here next week, and the garage crew is going to come tomorrow and try to do some things ahead of electrical. Don't know what they are. Like, I literally have no clue what's going on. I just know that the project schedule is changing a little bit, don't know what it's changing to, and don't know what the implications of that'll be. I'm not sure if that's going to extend our timeline or we're just rearranging stuff. But what I do know is I'm not stressed about it. It is what it is, and it's going to get done one way or another. As long as we're not finding things that are going to require me to open up my checkbook and throw more money at the garage, I will be completely fine. Listen, in the past 4 months, I have dealt with so much worse than crew members not being able to make it for work and needing to extend the timeline. We're good. At the end of the day, we're in our home. We're getting settled in. I'm still able to sew and quilt. I'm able to bake. I'm able to enjoy my space. It just means that I don't have as easy of an access to my stash as I would like. I still have it here. I just can't or don't want to get into the boxes for it. And my long arm isn't set up. But these are all choices that I'm making because I could totally make a decision at any point in time to set up my long arm in the basement and unpack all of my stash. I just don't think that's the best idea. Why unpack it and set it up in one area of the house if a few weeks later I'm just going to have to move it all to the new sewing room anyway? Yesterday, though, maybe some of you might have caught this as I was doing my pan around the garage. We did find some damage that we're going to have to address, and I am actually relieved that we bought the termite protection for around our home. I don't know if you guys know what termite damage looks like. If you do, you probably picked up on this right away. But in the garage, underneath the window on that wall, there's some termite damage inside the garage. And that's a little scary that there was termite damage there, except there are a couple of things. Number one, it looks like they only got through part of the wood and they didn't go all the way through the wall. And number two, it is in the garage, so there is no basement or excavation underneath it, and the damage is limited to just the wood directly underneath the window. So all we got to do is just replace that wood and we should be good. And number three, we actually, the day after we moved in, we had our pest control company come in and do a termite barrier all around the home, so we are protected, hopefully, against any fresh termites coming to the home or anything like that. So I don't think that the termite damage has spread. I don't think they've gone anywhere else, and the crew believes that as well. I may call our pest control company to have them come out and take a look just to make sure that they're not lingering in there somewhere. But overall, I feel pretty okay, and the cost to fix the wood in there isn't going to be astronomical. So all in all, doing okay with that. A couple of people have asked about the insulation along the back wall that has some black marks on it, and they wanted to know if that was mold, because in the video it looked like it was mold. It's not. It's dirt. I admit that on camera it looks like black mold, and at first I thought it was too, until I got a little bit closer and I talked to the crew about it, and they said no, it wasn't. It was just dirt. However, rest assured that insulation's actually going to get ripped out and they're going to replace that too. So they're going to really double up the insulation all the way around all 4 walls to make that room nice and cozy and dampen as much sound both coming in to the studio from the house as well as leaving the studio and going back into the home. You know, so if I decide to start long arming, whoever's sitting in the family room won't have to listen to the long arm run over top of whatever it is they're doing in the house. That'll be nice for them. And it'll be nice for me because I won't have to deal with all the background noise when I'm creating videos. You know, my sewing machine is not as quiet in person as it sounds on videos most of the time. Get a lot of comments about how quiet my machine is. That's technology muting the machine and making my voice come through a little bit better. Trust me, this baby's loud enough that you'd hear it, especially the long arm. So having that extra insulation to dampen the noise will really be nice for whoever's in the main part of the house. Tonight is Thursday, and we're setting a new tradition in our home where Thursday nights are game nights. We're going to have dinner around the table, and then we'll play some board games. Kind of excited about that. We've gotten some really cool board games that I really enjoy playing. There's a little shop in a cute little town not too far from here that sells puzzles and board games, and while we were in the hotel, we've stopped in there a few times and picked up a couple board games each time. This was a great way for us to pass the time in the hotel. It allowed us to kind of sit around the table and enjoy each other's company, and we're carrying that forward to time in our new home. If you've been around my channel for a little bit, you may remember my niece Hannah, who played around on my long arm on a couple of live streams. She's staying with us through the holiday season, and so I'm really excited to break out some board games and play with her. And she's treated us to pizza tonight. So she bought some cheese pizzas from Little Caesars that we'll be eating while we play board games, which is probably something that Zoe's going to love because tomorrow night we are going to bake flatbread pizza from scratch. We're going to make our own pizzas and watch a movie before the live. So that just means Zoe's going to get pizza 2 nights in a row. So I'm sure she's not going to complain about that. It's almost dinner time, so I want to wrap this video up and go spend some time with my family. But before I do, I need to open my Advent packages. Let's dive in and see what we got today. The first one I'm going to open is from Katrinkles. The sticker on the bag says, "Sharps flying your way." I wonder if this is indicative that inside we're going to have a pair of snips. Last time I saw something about sharp object on the sticker, I thought we got snips, and I was sorely mistaken because it was a quilter's digit. How about that? It's a pair of snips. And these just aren't any snips. They're good quality Ginger 3.5-inch snips. Take a look at these. They're 3.5-inch snips from Ginger, so they're a good quality scissor. And they're the Stork ones, so the handle up here is actually in the shape of a stork. These are really good snips, and I actually already have a pair of these because I bought some of them a while ago. So I can attest to these working really well. Now let's take a look at what Jenny Doan has sent us in our countdown to Christmas. This is what day number 3 looks like. We have a pattern and a cover button kit. The pattern is to make a buttoned up charm pillow. So it looks like you can use some charm squares to make your pillow, and then you can use this button kit from Dritz to make that button that goes right in the center of the pillow. The idea here is it looks like you use some fabric to cover this button, so you have a fabric cover button on your pillow. Not super in love with this, if I'm being honest, but that charm pack from yesterday is still leaving me on a high, so I'm willing to overlook it. And this is kind of cool because I feel like if I take this and the charm pack from yesterday, I actually have a whole project. So it's making me hate the pattern and the button just a little bit less. As I promised, I will tell you what we got on the same day in the 2018 box so that you can compare. Is this box a better value than that one? I will tell you we got a vinyl sticker in 2018 that had a sewing machine on it that said quilting is my superpower. I'll put a picture of that right up here. I think what we got on day 3 in 2021 is definitely better than what we got on day 3 in 2018. I'll use that. I never really used the sticker. That's everything for Vlogmas Day 3. Thank you for tuning in and watching these videos. I am having a blast making them for you. Don't forget that today is Friday, and that means I'm going to be live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube. Tonight, we're going to be working on charm square placemats. To make a set of 4 placemats, all you need is 1 charm pack and about 1.5 yards or 2 yards of fabric for your backing and your binding. And then, of course, some low loft batting. I'm going to make one complete start to finish right here on YouTube. I'm going to show you how to piece it. I'm going to show you how to quilt it. I'm going to show you how to bind it. And then you can follow those instructions 3 more times to make a set of 4 placemats. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below and don't forget to come on back tonight at 8 p.m. See y'all then. Bye.